So Saturday, I think, was the first day that I got to sleep in, and I slept in until like 10 or 11, I think, and that was really nice. Usually I get up at 6-ish. Um, yeah, let's see, what did I do? I think I went to Xintiandi again. That's the kind of like the old housing that was converted into kind of like the newish, the very upscale kind of restaurant shopping area. I'd say it's about 50% foreigners and 50% Chinese people or Asian people. And then I think I got lunch there. And then I walked around People's Park, Renmin Guangchang, which is one of the, I think it's the biggest park in all of Shanghai, and it has a huge like subway station that's under it. Oh, and all the subways here, like the small stops that I get off to walk home, that only has like 4 exits from the subway station, but the big ones like Renmin Guangchang, that one has 20 exits. So, and that one also has 2 transfer stations. So there's it's very easy to get lost. So you just go up to a service center, I think they're called, and then you just say where you want to go, and they'll say, oh, exit number 17 or something, and then you have to go find that and exit. But it's okay. It's right across from the hotel that we stayed for last week. And then I walked around like a lot of the insides of kind of just like the shopping malls, because they always have their air conditioning on really low on Nanjing Lu, and I feel like I've talked about this before. I don't think so though. Oh, maybe I have. Hold on. 7-2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about Saturday already, so I will move on to Sunday. Sunday, what did I do? I also got up kind of late, and so Sunday I had to go to the train station to buy my ticket for to go to Beijing on Saturday, and I also had an Apple Store appointment for my computer later in the evening, and train stations are like the most dangerous place ever. So I thought, well, I won't bother taking my computer or anything with me. So I'll just make 2 trips, and I have plenty of time. So I planned out everything like pretty much by the hour. I blocked everything in 1 hour or half-hour segments. And so it took me actually, I think, exactly 1 hour to get down to the train station, and then probably like I don't know, like 20 minutes to go and find out that you can only buy train tickets 6 days in advance, meaning that I could come back the next day but not get one that day, and that some of the windows are open until 9, and so that means I could go just Monday, like after work. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I just took a long time to get here just to that, but whatever, it was anticlimactic. And then, what else? Oh, and then on the way back, it took 2 hours. Okay, on the way there, it's kind of annoying because I have to take, I have to walk 20 minutes and then take number 6 for about 25 minutes to get to the main hub so I can get anywhere. So there's always that 45 minutes, to get started, kind of like flying from Portland, Oregon, you have to drive an hour just to start flying somewhere. But yeah, so on the way there, I got off the 6 and then I got onto the 2, which goes straight to Hongqiao train station, and that took about an hour. And then on the way back, I was like, oh, well, I'm looking at this metro map, and it looks like if I take the 10 from the train station to South Shanxi Road, and then I can switch to the 1 and ride 2 stops to Renmin Guangchang, and then ride the 2 from there to Century Avenue and then ride the 6 home, take those 4 trains. That'll be, much faster. It turns out it was much, much, much slower, about 45 minutes more. So it was about an hour and 45 minutes instead of an hour. So that was kind of dumb of me, but now I have more familiarity with the subway system here. And then, so I'm on the 6, I guess, and then, like, I guess the subway just skips 3 different stops, and everyone at each stop was just like, that was my stop. And so it skipped mine. It skipped the 2 before mine and then mine. So luckily I only went 1 over. And then, like, I guess it's not that difficult, but you just have to like get off this one side and go, up the stairs, up the 2 flights of stairs, and then across onto the other side, and then down the 2 flights of stairs, so you can go onto the train heading the opposite direction. So, like, everyone got off at that, and usually the train going the opposite direction is not very full at all, but it was very full again on that day because so many people, 3 stops of people missed their stops. So I got home, and it was incredibly hot walking back, and there were no open taxis, so I walked anyway, and it was fine, even though, yeah. And so I grabbed my computer, and then I walked back to the subway station, and by that time I was exactly on my schedule, which I thought I was going to be early on because I left so much buffer space, but I was exactly on time, and that was fine. And then I got to the Apple Store, and instead of, I was told that my screen, which only works on the top half most of the time, and I have to, like, really jiggle it and kind of, like, wait, and sometimes it never works, and sometimes it works pretty fast. Sometimes it works, like, within, like, half an hour or something. The bottom half of the screen, I'm saying. And usually it's not a big deal, like, it's been happening like this for, I think, like, a year or something. But I have a big screen at home that I usually use instead of this, so it's not a big deal. And I was told that, you just need to, like, pop the case out and then, like, pull the screen out and then plug in the cord, which has come loose or something. And then, yeah, and then I went, and he's like, no, your whole screen is broken, like, physically broken, and it'll cost, like, $3,000 to replace. And I was like, no, it's not necessary. And he was like, yeah, no big deal. And I was like, yeah, okay, I just have to endure it for a few more weeks, and then I'll be home and stuff. And, okay, so, iPhones and iPads are everywhere now. Like, seriously, they're everywhere. And then, I was talking to one of the people at the lab, and he says that a lot of people hadn't, a few weeks ago, last week I think, and he said a lot of people weren't buying iPads because they hadn't been jailbroken yet. And so, like, on Saturday, I read that the first unofficial jailbreak has been released. Like, this is the first time that anyone's jailbroken the second iPad, and, like, there's still tons of problems with it, but it is a jailbreak, and that's why there were so many people on Sunday buying iPads. Yeah. And then what did I do? I went and sat in a coffee shop for a while, and then I went back to Xintiandi, which is that, like, renovated restaurant / shopping area, and I got dinner there, and it was fine. And then it was very cool inside of the restaurant, so I stayed there for a while. And then what? And then I went home, and it took a while, and I got home at like 9:30. That was kind of weird. I couldn't really see anything. It was so dark, and it was still really, really hot. But whatever. It'll only get hotter now, and it wasn't as hot as today, Monday. I forgot about 4th of July until this morning. I guess it wasn't really that difficult to forget about, since nothing here reminded me of it at all. And the air conditioning is on right now at 26 degrees, and I feel really like spoiled and whatever. But it feels really good not to be in, you know, intense heat. And I think I've solved the mystery of the missing dime, and dimes do indeed fall out of my pocket when I sit down. The $1 coins or the RMB coins don't fall out because they're so much bigger, but the dimes, which are really light, do fall out, and that's always why I'm missing one. My train on Saturday will take... Oh, I guess I shouldn't be skipping around like this.